Hey everyone, welcome to my leg day video. Just up the intensity this week because we're sort of want to be in pretty good condition coming into the Body Power Expo, just so we can go and look our best there and feel good and feel like we've done a good bit of training. So we started off with some, just as like a warm up, with some fairly light leg extensions. Just getting a nice little squeeze at the top and then coming straight back down. Nothing too major, just to warm up, get the blood into the muscles and warm the joints up. I think this was about 50 kilos to start with. We have Charlie on the second. So we decided to do, we still did sort of a pyramid base with these. I like to do pyramids with the legs because it's just changes the intensity, changes the weight, keeps it interesting. So I think we did 12. And we did 10, we did 2 sets of 8, I think. Sometimes in the past I've done 15, 12, 10, 8. Just fancy doing 2 heavier sets of 8 after the first light couple of sets. I'm not really taking too much time to pause at either end. There's a little bit of a squeeze at the top, but I just like to keep it continuously moving, like it's to be nice and dynamic. There we are, Charlie getting a really good squeeze, throwing his legs up quite nicely and controlling down at the bottom. It's pretty good. This is the first time we've done this leg workout in this sort of new split that I'm doing. Decided to go down more of a pyramid style with everything, you know, changing the weight, changing how many reps we do, keeping it between 8 and 12 though. And I think this is the last set of 8 now. Still a little bit heavier. Not trying to exhaust the muscles too much. It's just, as I say, to warm them up. Then we decided to go on to some lunges. Now I really like these exercises. Walking lunges, just holding a couple of 15 kilo plates. A little bit wobbly after the first one, and I just like to get straight into the movement. Not pause at the top. Just walk from one leg to the other, not taking my shin pads vertical, just keeping my shoulders nice and open and really stepping reasonably far. I'm not overstepping, but just stepping it out nicely to try and bring in that, really isolate the quad, and then press through my heel as I stand up just to isolate the glute as well. I find that really works up the back of my leg. Charlie, nice good pace there. He likes to get a few. He gets about 10 in going each way. Yeah, he's pretty good at it though. He's got nice stability there. And we did 4 sets of these. Back 2 lengths, 4 sets. And by the end of it, your blood's really pumping, and you're ready to go into some heavier lifts. I really enjoy this exercise. I think it really. It's good for balance, it's good for stabilisation. Then we decided to do some straight leg deadlifts, or Romanian deadlifts. This is looking more like a Romanian leg deadlift. Probably should have stretched a little bit more before starting this one, so it ended up being a Romanian deadlift. Keeping my back nice and straight, trying to get all the way down to the floor. I've got quite flexible hamstrings and quite flexible ankles, so I can get that weight down to the floor. And again, I decided to go in sort of not really a pyramid style. I decided to just go up the intensity each time, keep the reps the same, between 8 and 12, and just try and hit some good quality reps. Again, I'm not going to failure here. I just want to feel the stretch at the bottom and powering it back up. Then we went on to our the leg press, my favourite exercise by far. We did 4 sets of 10 here, upping the weight pretty much every time. Started on 250. I think I ended up at 300 or 310. Which is pretty good. I was pretty pleased with my strength. Just trying to maintain my body weight at the moment, so my strength's coming back. Charlie giving it everything he got. He got about 8 reps, or between 6 and 8 he got. Did well there. It's a big push after you've done those first 3 exercises. The blood's really flowing. Then we decided to do front squat. So I hadn't done front squat in a while, and I feel like I like front squat. I want to get better at it. So I never used to, when I was rowing all the time, I never used to be very good at front squat. Back squat was fine, front squat not so good. But this, I felt good this day, so we decided to go with the front squat. Up the weight every time. We did 15, we did 10, we did 15, 12, 10, 8. 4 sets. Quite short rest in between, just basically the length of another person's set, swap over with the filming, and then went straight on. So we started off with one plate, 60 kilos, for those that like to work in metric. And Charlie has his arms crossed in front of him and rests it on his deltoids, whereas I sort of have like a clean and jerk type hold. I just find that it's fine on my wrists and it takes all the tension out of my upper back, but it's just preference. If you have the flexibility to do that, then you're lucky, because a lot of people can't seem to get the elbows up. Like my wrists are really right up to the ceiling and elbows are trying to keep them up nicely there. So then we went up to that's 70 kilos now, 12. I thought that was pretty good for me. I was surprised. Normally I struggle with this exercise so much, but I think because I've been focusing on my core strength a lot, I've been able to be much more stable and just press through my quads and get up. Charlie went up to the same. He was pleased with this. It was a good effort from both of us, really. Pretty tired by this point, actually. Especially after the leg press. Sometimes free weight squat's hard to do after you've done a leg press, but we managed to keep our form pretty well. I just want to point out the guy in the background there going absolutely mental on that tricep exercise. He's sort of not doing very much. Anyway, Charlie was really getting into the nitty gritty there, doing really, really well. Then we went for the 10 reps. I went up to 80 kilos, really trying to push myself. I was surprised I even got this, to be honest. Not making it look too bad. My heels aren't coming off too much there, and my pelvis isn't tucking under too much. I have a tendency to sort of tip my pelvis under and not stick my bum out enough. But that's especially in my back squat. I seem to be able to cheat my back squat sometimes because I get my pelvis underneath and my heels still stay on the ground. Charlie went up as well. I think he got about 6 to 8. Did really well considering we've not done front squats in so long. It was a tough old day. Charlie's been really making the effort to lose some weight as well. He's done really well with that. He's definitely dropped some. I couldn't tell you exactly how much he's dropped, but he has dropped quite a considerable amount.
Finish it off.
Really pushing that last rep out there and finishing it off there. And then I just decided thought, hey, well, why not? If I fail, I fail. I'm gonna go for 8 reps with 100 kilos, so 2 plates on each side, 220, just under 225 pounds. Heaviest I've ever done front squat. So I was extremely pleased, to say the least. Some guys out there will be going, oh, that's not heavy for front squat. For me, that's pretty good, considering it's my weakest lift out of everything, by far. And there we have it. Could definitely do more next time. And then we finished it off with some calves. Just like to isolate the calves. I'm one of the people that doesn't train calves enough. But and that's probably why I have considerably weak and small calves. But it's got to be done. I just like to get a nice squeeze at the top, big stretch at the bottom, and nice and slow, nice and heavy. And there we have it. Also, before I sign off this week, I've been doing a couple of conditioning classes over at KS Stance this week, and that's been really, really good. And if anybody wants to do some conditioning with me, or Pilates, or any type of mat work like that, there'll be some classes over the next period into summer at KS Dance with the help of any students, myself. Anybody's welcome to come and take part, so if you're in the Warrington area, please drop in or send me an email and I can give you the details. Alright, see you again soon.